Guess who's back?
Me.
No. It's me, your girl Janelle from HR. Hope I missed you guys so much last week. I heard there's some really great episodes. So once again, thank you to Pokes and Chokes and Hopes and Dopes.
Eye pokes and head chokes?
Yes.
Wow.
My voice.
Shade?
Not shade. I was being funny. Ha ha ha. But we're here for another episode of the Jobbers Tears. Once again, I am Janelle from HR. I'm here with Sir Wilkins and Mr. Black.
Yo.
And we are episode 5. 5 weeks with, you know, like the New York City version of the Wayans brothers out here in the streets. It's been a real.
Wait a minute, they wasn't in New York on the show?
I mean, it's like a backlot. So
No.
Could have been in LA.
The Wayans brothers?
Yeah.
It was in New York. Yes, they were.
Yeah, so how are you New York versus the Wayans brothers?
But they could have been recording in California.
But the show was based in New York.
Is it though, really?
Yes, it was.
How do you know that?
Because they lived in Brooklyn. In an
And what
apartment.
else?
Because the show said it was based in New York.
Either way, the 2018 version of the Wayans brothers I've been working with for the past 5 weeks. So, we're going to start off with our first segment, which is Behind Gorilla's Position. So we're going to talk about some topics that are behind the scenes in the wrestling world. So our first one is our OMG moment of the week. So, have you guys heard that my man Trips has finally taken over 205 Live? Did you hear about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard about it.
Yeah.
So I'll start off with Mr. Black. What are your thoughts on Vince McMahon kind of giving 205 Live over to Triple H?
I think it's a great idea. I don't know if you had catch 205 yesterday. No, Tuesday.
In TV land.
And Tuesday, to be honest, that was a very good episode. Like, the wrestling was very, very good. It felt like the Cruiserweight Classic all over again. It felt like NXT is going in a great direction. And you don't need to do so much with the Cruiserweights. Just get them on there, and it's a great idea to have the Cruiserweight tournament up to WrestleMania because it gives guys things to do. It doesn't make them stagnant in, 1,001 tag team matches, 1,001,
So you don't think this tournament is kind of stale in a sense?
No, because like how that it gives me the King of the Field, King of the Ring feel. It brings me back to the time when like
The
tournaments
16
was.
weeks?
What's the big deal? A lot of guys gotta get shine. So why not give guys TV time that usually won't get TV time? Like you see great matches that you won't usually see because it's condensed in tag team matches.
Okay.
So why not? Like, Hideo versus who he fought? That was Roderick Strong. Great match. It's like seeing the Golden State Warriors versus the Rockets the first round. That was a great match. Kalisto.
So who was the Rockets and who was Golden State?
Doesn't matter. They both good.
No, but it does matter. Just in all intents and purposes.
I mean, obviously Roderick Strong is the Warriors. The other guy is obviously the Rockets, but nevertheless, even the first match, Kalisto versus I forgot the dude's name. I really can't remember his dude's name. That was a great match, quality match. I watched the highlights. I sat down and watched the whole match through and through, and it was great. And having Triple H running it gives like a different feel. It gives like more of a sense of this is more of a wrestling show with entertainment, sprinkled here and there though. But overall, a hardcore wrestling fan like who enjoyed the wrestling side of it, it was great.
Okay, all right. So Wilkins, question to you: do you think Vince's time is TikTok on WWE by giving Triple H this 205 Live? And if so, where do you see 205 Live in 6 months?
All right, first things first, 205 Live is dead. 205 Live is on respiratory order right now. It's on support. Like, they got the doctors coming into the room. They put, clear! 205, stay alive.
Bad extra.
The problem is, it's dead. It's not entertainment value. So, Vince is like, yo, fuck this shit. I got way too much on my plate. I got the XFL coming up. I got to take care of that. What the fuck am I dealing with this? So, Hunter, oh, I'm sorry. How do you pronounce his real name? Paul. Whatever. He's like, he just said, Paul, get in here. And this is the conversation I went down. Paul, get in here. Listen, I got too much shit going on. Oh, I'm sorry. Paul, get in here, Paul. Get in here.
Actually pretty good.
Get in here, Paul. All right, Paul.
It's actually pretty good.
Let me talk to you, pal. I got a lot of shit going on. XFL, and you know, all bunch of other shit. I'm tired of 205 Live. Here you go.
You gotta do live,
You get what I'm saying? I'm a big man. I'm a billionaire. I got too much going on. So now we rewind.
Wait, random question. You think that you're bigger than Vince, or think it's Vince is bigger than you, or you're the same size?
Physical? Vince is taller than me.
Vince is taller, yeah.
Vince is
No,
taller.
I'm not talking about like height-wise. I'm talking about like mass-wise.
Vince is bigger than me because he's
Yeah.
tall. That's what he's tall. Like I've met Shane, and Shane is like legit like 6'3",
Yeah, so
maybe
6'3".
6'3". Like, but
Then again, no, 6'3" is not really that much.
average height in America is 5'10".
Yeah, but well, you're 5'9". Me being 5'10" and a half though.
I'm 5'10".
No, you're not.
We are not gonna argue over inches.
All right. Anyways, so pause. Pause.
I mean,
Pause.
you know, I got the bigger one already. I got the two brothers. You know, got the medium. You know, got the XX large. You feel me?
Pause. Go back to this conversation because we're veering off the what they should be talking.
Your fault.
Anyways, so Vince knows that his time is up, but he's never gonna give up WWE until he dies.
Correct.
Like
That man will die.
He will die with WWE first.
I mean,
Like-
I kind of see no reason for him to give up WWE. Like,
No, I know. She's asking, is it the
Is it the beginning of the end?
The beginning of the end. No, it's not. For that. But 205 is such a headache. Because he wanted a smaller version of Raw and SmackDown. That's what he wanted. But he doesn't have the entertainment value from any of these guys. These guys are indie darlings. Like legit indie darlings. Who are coming there, they're about wrestling. So it makes sense for Triple H to take over. Because you know what? Triple H really did a really great job with NXT.
He did.
He did a phenomenal job with NXT, stepping up to a level of like, okay, it's a little bit of entertainment, but it's mostly about wrestling. Because the NXT followers is not WWE followers. Low key, I mean, you have a chunk from NXT that goes to WWE, but it's funny because you don't have a large chunk from WWE going to NXT
Correct.
to watch
They
it.
won't reverse.
No.
There's no reverse on that. There's the other way around. So I appreciate what he's gonna do, but I'm the entertainment guy. Unless you guys get, I'm talking about over-the-top talent, i.e. Ricochet, who's gonna come in and like really to blow bullshit out the water.
But I have a question though. Does Ricochet know how to talk?
We don't know that. Most cruiserweight guys don't know how to talk anyways.
I mean, but in general, the reason why that Enzo was so valuable.
But hold on, take Enzo out the equation.
Because Enzo was unique.
205 Live is not an entertainment place. It's like indie wrestling.
But then again, though, I understand that. But at the end of the day, though, it's still underneath the WWE banner.
It is under the WWE banner. So what you do, you take it and use it for something else. Mountain Dew is under the Pepsi banner.
But Mountain Dew is a little more edgier.
It's different. It's still different.
You know, like how that their main things are.
Mountain Dew is not nasty. Mountain Dew is delicious.
Listen.
Mountain Dew is delicious.
Don't look at me. I think that all soda is nasty, so I stay away from all of it. But generally, though, I think that there's some guys who are developing into their own. I felt that TJ Perkins,
Trash.
again, rule number 3, we don't say nothing about TJP. TJ Perkins.
Trash.
Can I finish, please?
Yeah, absolutely.
TJP went from TJ Perkins when he first came in here. I couldn't take him seriously, but now watching his last match.
Well, the thing about
Let me finish.
once again, you're talking about matches. You're not talking about on the mic.
Okay, let me finish. He went from TJ Perkins, and his evolution to TJP been great. The last promo that he cut on 205 Live was brilliant.
It wasn't brilliant. It was okay.
You saw it?
Yes, I did see it
But
because it was okay. It was okay.
I understand it, but it's just like his progression level. You got to give him some kind of credit.
Yeah, I'm not taking that away from him, but at the same time, the only reason why people were even talking about 205 Live was because of Enzo. There's no entertainment in that. And then the thing is, what made 205 okay was Neville. Because his character was so over the top.
That Adrian,
that took
Austin
time.
Aries?
Austin Aries never did anything really in 205 Live.
Hella entertaining.
Once again, he didn't really do it. That's why he fucking left.
No.
Different reasons
He
why
wasn't
he
doing
left.
nothing as a person. Is the fact that the company had nothing for him.
Exactly. And then they had nothing for him, but he wasn't really doing. They didn't believe in him.
So who fault is that?
It could be both their fault. A lot of times you don't grab the brass ring, you don't grab the fucking brass ring. And Vince has said it numerous times.
Okay, for a guy, quote unquote, didn't grab the brass ring, but yet, instead of him not doing nothing, he actually went on commentary while he was injured and actually did some good commentary.
I'm not taking that away from him. I'm talking about in the ring and on the mic in the ring.
No. Because it's a simple fact like this. Just how The Miz, at one point, he was a commentary for superstars because he had nothing to do and he did stuff on his own. You always talk about grabbing the brass ring. There's other ways to grab the brass ring. Instead of you being stagnant and collect the check, you work on your craft.
Okay, you mentioned the top guy in the business right now, The Miz, who did grab the brass ring, who did commentary and moved up in the company. Did Austin Aries do that? No, it's okay.
The company nothing for him.
They didn't have nothing for The Miz at one time either.
And he did other stuff.
And then what happened? He waited for his time, and now he's like one of the top guys in the company. Might be top 5, and that's not a big-ass contract. One of the 4 years in the company.
I saw that.
Austin Aries, okay, I'm not going to take anything from him. They said he's crappy or anything, or he's a bad wrestler, but it didn't work out for him. It doesn't work out for a lot of guys. The cruiserweight division is stagnant. It's on life support. So Vince was like, Vince walked out the hospital room. Vince walked out the hospital room and said, Triple H, take care of this. Because they took off his gloves and went next door.
You talking louder is not going to make your point even better.
I'm finishing my point because half the time you're going to put your chubby finger up and say, oh, let me finish.
Well, I'm about to roast you now. Not everybody's on steroids just like you. Okay?
I'm not on steroids. You're a hater.
Well,
I'm not a hater.
Guys,
and you making stuff up.
Hey, we're not going to spread propaganda about your brother on the camera.
Still like white girls.
It's like get girls.
Not gonna
Whoa, you want to cut shades?
Damn.
You started it.
All right, y'all going below the belt, so we're going to cut it out now. All right, at the end of the day, we're going to quietly
Why would you say that?
observe 205 Live as Triple H takes it over and does the next few steps. So we are interested. Actually, my last question to both of you, because since I wasn't here last week, is what do you think about Drake Maverick, aka Rock Stud?
Rockstar Stud?
Yeah. There was name.
Come on, man. Me and, the self-proclaimed Negro Damas predicted that. So there's no need to dwell on the past.
I'm not asking you if he's there. I'm asking you what are your thoughts on him.
I already said my thoughts before he came, so there's no need to repeat myself.
Okay, so
I like him. He kind of did the same thing on Impact.
You watch Impact?
Yes.
Oh wow.
And then Dixie did give him a shot. I say he's gonna do a phenomenal job. The dude's good. The dude's very charismatic. He works hard. He's very charismatic. He's somewhat pretty good in the ring. It's gonna be an adjustment. It's gonna be an adjustment because once again they have to find something for him to do. Like I've been trying to tell you guys for the past 15 minutes we've been arguing about this. 205 has nothing. It's literally a bunch of dudes going into the ring and just wrestling and they knocking them off. There's no direction. And what Triple H is gonna bring is direction. So that direction may be straight about wrestling, but 205 for a long time. The only time it had a little bit of direction was with Enzo. But at the same time, it was circled around Enzo. And you can't have a whole division circled around one dude.
Understandable,
but when you have only 15 guys, one dude is not that bad because they're all, he's the top person.
I agree with you, but I also feel like how that they should let the cruiserweights wrestle other people besides the cruiserweights. Come on.
But then what's the point of having cruiserweights?
Then what's the point of having the 205 Live division?
But hold up though. Now let's bring it back to ECW. When I remember when DX went to ECW, it was just like, oh, DX has come to the land of extreme, this, that, blah, 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 blah. It was a draw. Imagine AJ Styles versus Cedric Alexander. That would be one hell of a draw. I would people tune in to see AJ Styles versus them two in the ring.
Who?
AJ Styles versus Cedric Alexander?
I mean, but
how's that a draw with Cedric Alexander?
That man could go in the ring. What do you see? Are you watching the same exact television show?
Okay,
you keep talking about in the ring. About this guy can go in the ring. Yes, I'm not taking that away from him. They can't entertain. They can't entertain unless they go to Middle America. They might sell out. Or people who are avid wrestling fans who care about only that. Cedric Alexander is phenomenal in the ring, but he doesn't entertain.
So
he doesn't entertain.
So you're saying this. Him versus AJ won't be a draw?
The match?
No.
That's what you're thinking.
Y'all smoking. Next topic.
If you're looking at a draw, you're looking at a build-up of a match. You're looking at promos.
If they promote AJ versus Cedric Alexander, you think that nobody's going to tune in?
People are gonna tune in.
My point.
But it's
People
not
gonna tune
draw.
in
There's
into
a
that.
difference.
So what's a
There's a
draw?
difference
Define
between
draw.
But the thing is,
Define draw.
but the thing is,
Define
but
draw.
hold on,
Wait,
no.
a draw is a headline to WrestleMania.
But what you're saying about a
We're not
draw?
talking about
Hold on. What you're saying about a draw?
No,
What you're saying about a
that's
draw?
not definition.
What you're saying about a draw is gonna be on AJ's part.
No.
It's gonna be on AJ's side. AJ's gonna pull everybody in there.
It brings eyes to the product. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, but it's not even.
It's not right.
It's not even.
So he's saying this.
A draw would be something like how Miz and Roman Reigns fought at Raw 25. That's a draw. Cedric and AJ would be a great match. Is it a draw? Absolutely not.
Y'all smoking. Y'all used to see all these Roman Reigns type of wrestlers.
Oh no, I am probably the most non-Roman Reigns fan in the room. But I can acknowledge the fact that the man is a draw.
Come on, B. Like, yo, don't say that 205 was on the last leg if you're not trying to give it any type of credit. All right? I've been watching this since day one, and I see the progression.
But you're not the only one,
Let me finish before I end that statement. Yo, if they allow the 205 guys to wrestle outside of 205, maybe on SmackDown against these other competitors, people will say, oh, shoot, he's actually pretty good, though. Let me see what else he would do on 205.
So what you're asking? So what you're asking?
Just like how 205 cows, you have NXT wrestlers on there. So you know
are in the same weight class.
Casually, when they have NXT wrestlers come in there, casually just to wrestle each other, though, that's good.
I'm not saying that's bad.
Or the fact that reverse, when TJP fought Shinsuke on NXT, that was one hell of a match. They didn't advertise it, but that was a good match.
We're not saying that they can't wrestle. That's the point.
All I'm saying is, anything could be a draw if you advertise it right.
Yeah.
But the person has to be marketable. Period.
Who's marketable on there?
The law of advertising. When you advertise something, that person has to be marketable. They have to be able to sell themselves. Now, as we've all said, we love Cedric Alexander and how he is in the ring. Can he sell himself? No, he's not there yet. Because I watch every week, he doesn't sell himself.
But how you know that how that not get an opportunity to sell himself? Because we all remember a couple of years ago when Zack Ryder got himself over, he had him getting buried a couple months later.
So let's. This is my last statement.
As long as you don't have the machine behind you, you cannot prosper.
But the thing
is, gonna be a glass thing on
he's already in the machine.
He's in the machine. He's in the machine. There's only 13, 15 guys on the roster. Why hasn't he stuck out yet?
Listen.
Why hasn't he stuck out yet?
Listen. Like I said before, there's a difference getting pushed by the machine and being in the machine.
But why hasn't he stuck out yet, though? Why hasn't he stuck out yet? There's 15 people on that roster. He can make a name for himself.
And no bullshit, we all know if at the end of the day Enzo didn't get fired, Cedric probably would have won the title off of him in the story. So we're gonna move on to our next topic because that was that. So as we are continuing it feels like a rivalry going on here. We actually have a new rivalry going on. So what's beef for this week?
That's fire. That's a fire. That's fire right there.
It is Booker T versus Corey Graves. So I'm gonna start with Sir Wilkins. What are your thoughts with? So if you guys don't know, Jonathan Coachman has come back on Raw and has, in a sense, replaced Booker T. So Booker T has now been put on the pre-show to
turn the fan.
Somebody's like mucho hot, so it's okay.
Yo, thank you.
Who does this look at? So Booker T has now been placed on the pre-show of all the pay-per-views and not being on Raw, which aka means somebody ain't getting as much money as he used to because he's not on TV as much. Mm-hmm. So I'll start with Sir Wilkins. What are your thoughts on the, new rivalry between Corey Graves and Booker T?
So first things first, I'm trying to figure out if this is work.
I think it's real.
No, because New Day was making fun of it on SmackDown. They were taking jabs at it. So I don't know if this is like legit beef. But if it is beef, oh my goodness. So I listened to Corey Graves on Edge & Christian's podcast.
So let me ask you a question. I never really heard the full story. Like, what's Corey Graves' side?
So Corey Graves' side is basically, he was saying that he was basically talking about Booker T. Did he bury Booker T in some ways? Yes, he did. He was like, yo, listen, Booker T doesn't know shit, basically. And that because he's so charismatic, he can make it seem like it's good. Like, it's like...
Sounds like a fairy tale.
It's like you're cooking something you're cooking some food up, but since you put a bunch of hot sauce on it and some salt and pepper, you made it taste better, but it really tastes like shit. It's really a bad cuisine. So that's what he was basically saying about Booker T. But then he also did say, I learned a lot from Booker T. So it's kind of like, yo, somebody's talking to you and they're like, yo, Mr. Black, he's a fucking loser, blah, blah, but he's a nice guy. Nice guy.
It's a lot of he's da-da-da-da, but.
Yeah, there's a lot of buts to it.
Okay.
So you listen to it and you're like, I see where Corey's coming from, but it was kind of.
It was shady.
It was a little on the shade side.
Shade.
But once again, he was on Edge of Christian's podcast. Mm-hmm. And I'm not gonna lie, if you listen to that podcast, the way that they speak and they get people way too comfortable. To a point where they just start spilling shit out. And they forget, like, WWE has to approve of this shit.
Of course.
So Booker T's point of view is that he's looking at the situation like, yo, damn, you coming at me like this? We sat next to each other, and then he takes shots on him on Raw again. So they were on Raw together, and I don't know the exact words. It's not from verbatim, but Corey's like was taking a jab at Coachman, like, yo, you better shut your mouth before you end up on local radio like somebody else.
I heard that.
Because Booker T has a local radio station, a local podcast, whatever he has. So you're taking shots. Now, my whole thing on this shit, Corey, watch your mouth.
His mouth is reckless.
His mouth is reckless, and Booker T will whoop your ass.
Like, point blank period.
Like, Booker T's a hood dude. Not like, oh, I sagged my pants and I listened to rap music.
Like, I almost caught a case.
No, he did catch a case.
He was in jail.
And got out.
And like, he was given a second chance at life. Like, Booker T's a real dude. Like, and then he told Corey, like, yo, if I see him on show, I'm gonna beat his ass. But now, let me finish. That's a little too much, Booker. You a grown man, B. You like 50.
But if somebody messing with your check, like
yeah,
your livelihood, your family.
Yeah, but you can't be talking about catching a fade, though. Like, you can't be talking about catching a fade like around 50. And I understand he's pissed off. Corey, though, you gotta respect the veterans. And I'm surprised he's acting like this because WWE is known. I'm talking about in general, like the locker room is known. You gotta respect your elders.
Example, that's why the Young Bucks didn't make him WWE.
That's a huge thing.
Oh, so it happened because of Booker T.
Huh?
Because Booker T felt disrespected, and that's why Young Bucks never made it on the main.
But the thing is, it's the business. The business is changing. The business is changing after that JBL situation. That JBL was bullying. What's homeboy's name again? Morella. He was bullying Morella. It was a huge situation, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And CM Punk kind of opened up the lid on that shit when we did that pipe bomb. So I get where Booker T's coming from. Mm-hmm. Like, my nigga, you gotta respect me, B. Mm-hmm. I gotta run these streets. But at the same time, like, you gotta chill. You like 50. But Corey, come on, son.
I get it.
Like, you can't be saying stuff like that because that was like legit your coworker, and it still is your coworker. Like, you guys got to see each other.
Like talking about your man's behind you.
Like,
I mean, you have to understand. Corey Graves come off of that guy where, like, to me, I don't know personally, this, that, and the third. I still want the man to have a job. Nevertheless, though, he comes off like the guy where, like, he hasn't get punched in his face enough in life. Because Nets, break it down here. WWE gave you a second chance because he had concussions. WWE could have said, you know what? You could just run out your contract and that's it. The fact that WWE allowed him to be on commentary, knowing the fact that they gave him a second chance to be in the business, though, I would not be taking shots at my coworker. Because at the end of the day, though, like you could to piggyback what you're saying, though, Booker T's a hood nigga. So at the end of the day, though, Nets said how it wasn't WWE. It was like some indie show. Indie show. After the indie show, he'll punch you in your face. I'm just saying that from man to man, sometimes you cannot say certain stuff. You have issue with another man, you talk to him. You say, yo, bro, blah, 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 blah. They could probably bounce off each other to make Booker T a better commentary. Yes. Do I miss Booker T being on commentary with his little jokes and stuff like that? Yes, because he's a way better upgrade than JBL. But hold on, let me finish. But I like Jonathan Coachman because it's the fact that he has such a wealth of knowledge. So it doesn't look like he come off very like jokey. So
what the thing is now, you raise up about the commentating style. Y'all really want to go back in time to the Attitude Era, borderline Ruthless and Granted with King?
No, King was
didn't say shit. He did not say shit on the mic.
He was terrible.
He
wasn't terrible, but he was entertaining.
And that's what you need. So you need that guy that's like, yo, saying this wild. Because Booker T saying some shit, like, nigga, what? Like you be like, yo, I wish I could replay this shit, but you couldn't. But what Coachman is, he's a combination of both. Because Coachman is way too talented in the game, bro.
Yes,
like he wrestled. He was a heel. He was a legit heel. Like he is legit the man at commentating.
Of course.
Now, Booker T's gonna come back because Michael Cole's over the business. I know we're going off subject.
No, you're not.
But Booker T might be low key coming back, and when he does come back, Corey's getting punched in the mouth.
I don't think it'll take Booker to come back from the punch of his face.
Okay, probably not. But so piggyback on it. Let's go to a retro beef. You think that Corey Graves kind of instigated Enzo, or it was kind of like a 50-50 thing?
Nah, it was definitely 50-50 because it started off with Enzo. It started with Corey tweeting about Enzo, so he actually kind of like lit that fire, and then it went ham after that. So it was like.
So basically, it's just like
you get
back
what you get.
That now it goes back to what you're saying. Corey Graves needs to get punched in his face.
I mean, if the king ain't get punched in his face for all the shit he done spoke about.
But
I mean,
I agree with you, but you don't know if Vince is saying that in his ear because there've been times in the past where like,
or you don't know if Vince is the one that's like saying like he's protecting him. You don't know that either.
Corey's really good though. That's the thing. It's
funny
his talent is precedes him, but nigga, sit down, be humble.
Yeah, because it's just like you do forget there's other commentaries that could do your job probably a little bit better, and he's on NXT, and the other guys on 205 Live. Michael, what's the dude's name? Not Michael, the one that the commentator for 205 Live, the one who stands on the left hand side. Like he's from Ring of Honor. He has like a.
I definitely don't know who that is.
I know you're talking about.
He's good.
He did his job, but
you have to understand though, Corey Graves, there's other people who probably not in the wrestling business that who's up and coming to take your job.
No, media is different.
But all I'm saying is, okay, I agree with you. What you have to understand is this though. You may be the best as right now though, son, but then we can hire somebody that could be better than your job.
Nah, he's protected. He's protected.
Okay, probably protected though, but you have to understand, humble yourself. At any given day though, son,
you can lose your job. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
Somebody could come in and be better than you, but somebody could come in just to be that good.
No, I'm not giving that. He's gonna get punched in the mouth, definitely. But he's not losing his job. Because, and I tell you why he's not losing his job. A motherfucker's making a documentary about you on ESPN.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They made a documentary with him when they were talking about NXT.
Oh, no, it was ESPN E60.
E60, like he was in it. Like he's
him, but then okay, it was a couple of guys.
He does a lot of extra
he's really good at his job. That's the thing. It's that Jordan rule. Like he's really good at what he does.
I actually like that.
But he needs to get punched in the mouth. Like Corey Graves needs to get the hands. Like straight get the hands.
It may not be from a commentator. It might just be from a wrestler. Straight up wrestler might come at him.
No. Ain't no wrestler doing that. Ain't no wrestler doing because
it goes back to, remember we were talking about Enzo and that's like that awkward ass interview they did on the network.
So the worst thing I ever seen in my life.
But it was the most awkward thing, and people always look at Enzo as the bad guy, but I was just like,
And that kind of opens up, like you said. So a lot of times, if the common denominator, we're talking math here. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about. That's that's the bottom number, guys.
Don't insult our fans.
Wow.
Don't insult our fans.
So if the common denominator is Corey, it may say something.
I mean, he says a lot.
He may be the dickhead in the room.
At the end of the day, he's one of like the best guys on the
100%. 100%.
That's just what it is. All right, so our next topic is a little definitely outside of WWE. So UFC is heading to the Windy City, so the bright city of Chicago, for the first time for their pay-per-view in the United Center. So it's a really big deal. It is actually a week before Money in the Bank in WWE, so we irony on that. Boom. So there's a possibility that CM Punk might get this redemption match.
I heard it's booked. Is it?
Not yet. There's talks of it. White, Dana White is just like, you know what, he has a soft spot, I think, for Phil Brooks, aka CM Punk. So I think they're definitely having that door open because that's what he said the last time he fought was the door is not closed on UFC for CM Punk. So I'll start with Mr. Black. What are your thoughts on CM Punk possibly returning into the UFC ring?
I'm about to be mad brief with this. To be honest, Just don't get knocked out again. Don't embarrass yourself. And
Now, what if? So here's the fun fact: the guy that they possibly will match him with is also lost to the same guy CM Punk lost to. So they both have 1 losses. So they're both.
I don't know why this thing is even a story.
Because it's
Again,
outside the
CM
wrestling
Punk.
ring, it's part of the girl position.
Like I said before, I don't know what's a big deal about this. Like I said before to one of our followers in the chat, just don't embarrass yourself. Don't lose. This is your redemption story. You could either fall or rise up like a phoenix, Punk. End of story. Nothing to say. There's no phoenixes in the Bible.
I'm just saying it felt very biblical.
I'm fucking getting real deep for talking about CM Punk not taking the ass
Not
with
taking
him.
his bump.
Exactly, because CM Punk, that's my guy, son.
So why would you not root for your guy?
Because at the end of the day, though, I don't want him to be in UFC. I want to be in WWE.
Oh, so you're being selfish. That's what
Yes,
that is.
I am.
So you
But-
should just call a spade and
But-
just say, I
but-
hope he loses so that he
No,
can make
I don't. I don't want him to lose. Because at the end of the day, though, is just like you see in his face after he's about to cry, son. I felt bad for him.
Why? That's what you signed up for.
No. I just felt bad because like I don't want him. I don't want him to win. I want him to win, and one day he can go back to WWE or to wrestling in general.
They all come back eventually. What are your thoughts?
I'm with you on this one. Like, I really hope he doesn't lose again. Like, you ever have that friend, and
Maybe.
they have like something big coming up, and in the back of your head you're like, yo, it's not gonna work out. Like a show, a play or something, you're just like, this is not gonna work out. But you rooted for him. But you know it's not gonna work out.
Of course.
And so you hype him up, you go, yeah, yo, you do this. But in the back end, you're like, nah, this ain't gonna work.
So that's just like if you were talking to a girl and your brother was there and he was rooting for you, but he already knew that.
It wasn't gonna work, and that's what it was.
Nah, B, I ain't like that, B. I don't care who you try to bang. You try to buy Beyonce, go, brother. In my head, you could do it.
Yeah, but in the further back of your head, you're just like, you know what? This might not work. And that's how I felt about CM or Phil Brooks when he did that match. Like, yo, I really want him to win. Then when he lost,
and WWE
choked him out.
Right.
He choked him out. And then like,
WWE actually did that similar match with Dolph to just add more salt to the fuel. More salt to the wound.
And then they're like, yo, damn, you lost.
It was embarrassing. Yeah.
You lost.
I mean, everyone loses. Everyone.
Yeah, but
Nah,
it
B.
was such a big hype around it. It was such hype and he
It was
lost.
their first match.
Yeah, but he lost.
That was just like,
Everybody was tweeting him.
That reminds me, like, WrestleMania was WrestleMania 32 in Dallas when it was AJ versus Y2J. And everybody thought AJ was going to win because it was his first Mania, and he lost. We were all sitting there like, what the fuck? Why did he lose?
That's different.
That's different.
Because he fought other matches. Like,
After the fact.
Yeah, but this is like that was CM's first match ever.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you don't always win your first match.
Yeah, but it was so much hype around it. Everybody's tweeting him like, yo, good luck, bro. Good luck. And he got straight ass whooped. Like this time around, I'm not gonna watch it. I can't see this. I can't see like.
So y'all not gonna support the man?
Nah,
No.
B. I don't want to get hurt.
Exactly.
I don't want my feelings to be hurt. Cause that hurt
I
me.
feel like I'm in an episode of This Is Us. Guys.
No,
Y'all
because like
really
how
got
that
emotional.
I don't want to be watching it and he loses and a tear comes down. I'm like, nah, B, it'll hurt my soul.
And he was so like PC about it. Like, you
Follow
lose
your
sometimes. It's fun. You just gotta follow your dreams, man.
Facts.
Blah blah blah. It's like, nah, B, you got your ass whooped.
I mean, he's not gonna say on TV. He got his ass beat.
Well, you
Yeah.
should have.
Well, y'all did.
I mean, like how that
Look, we're
you
on
want to expose.
camera.
I mean, like how that you want to expose to everybody at WWE. Why don't you just expose yourself?
He did. You saw it live and in color.
It hurt. It
All
hurt.
right. Well,
Can
once
we move
again,
on, please?
UFC. It's gonna be the 225 first time pay-per-view in Chicago the week before Money in the Bank. So just stay tuned for that if you are an MMA fan. So the next topic we're gonna talk about is everyone's favorite, not my favorite, but everyone else's favorite girl. Becky Lynch is interested in playing the role of Kim Possible. Did you guys watch Kim Possible as a kid?
I don't think he did, but I know I did. faithfully.
I mean, but y'all lived in the same house. So.
Nah.
Y'all act like niggas was poor, B. We had more than one TV.
I didn't say that. I was just
Yeah, we have more than one TV. TV upstairs, TV downstairs, TV in the other
my
room.
brother, like, we had multiple TVs, but like, if I watched Pokemon, my little nigga was watching Pokemon. Like,
No, that's how you grow. We have separate interests.
well,
But like he didn't watch Kim Possible because to him like, why didn't you watch Kim Possible with me?
okay, now it's gonna get personal.
No.
so we're not gonna
Why
get to
didn't
that.
you? You didn't like it?
He probably don't even remember that shit.
I didn't care for it.
So wait, sidebar. What did you watch then? Did you watch Impossible?
Come on, we
What
watched
did
the Jersey together. Remember that show, The Jersey? When it was doing the Jersey, it was to transport to the athletes.
That was before Kim
But
Possible.
still though, remember that?
Okay,
remember
but around
the
the
famous Jet
Impossible
Jackson?
time, what was like your favorite, like
Disney
around
Channel.
age of 10?
Is it Kim Possible came out before that, after that.
No, so Kim Possible was on TV from 2002 to 2007. So high school, so middle school.
I wasn't watching stuff like that.
You just fucking bitches.
I was even fucking bitches. I was like going outside and like playing basketball.
Yeah.
Like I had like
you were that child.
yeah, I like did I saw sun and like went outside and
You could watch TV and go outside and play.
no. And I had PlayStation. That's what I had, like a legit life.
We did, yeah.
Oh, PlayStation's life?
Yes!
PlayStation is life.
Yes! We used to play Final Fantasy 7, boy!
This is his life, B.
I used to watch him all the time play Final Fantasy, B.
Well, back to what we were talking about. So Becky Lynch, so they are making, Disney Channel has announced that they're gonna make an animated live action of Kim Possible. And they tweeted saying like, hey guys, you know, give us some suggestions on who's gonna be Kim Possible. And Becky Lynch, out of the blue, like kind of gave the emoji hand, like, I'm interested. Would you watch it if Becky Lynch was Kim Possible?
Hell yeah. Because Becky Lynch, it's believable. It's not like how you get in some...
It's believable that Becky Lynch is a teenager in high school fighting crime.
Like, you haven't been watching TV for how many years?
I just asked him a question.
How old was Zach Morrison? Like, was he like 20-something?
But Zach wasn't acting like he was in high school.
Yes, he was. That was Saved by the
But
Bell.
I mean, like, then they had the college years. Like, he...
Okay,
like,
later on-
And then when he was in college, he was like 30.
30.
There's 30-year-olds that go to college. Don't do that.
No. How you graduate? So how old were you when you graduated from high school? Then you went to college at the age of 32?
17.
Okay, but on the show he's mad old.
Well, regardless, Becky Lynch is going to play a person that's 16.
They do it now.
They do it all the time.
I'm just being devil's advocate. Relax. Go ahead, finish your thoughts.
I'll watch it, you feel me? Like Becky Lynch, she's athletic, but the only thing about it is like, can she...
She's boring.
Rule number 50, no bashing Becky Lynch either.
She's boring.
Gosh, like I said before...
Once they took that steam shit away from her, that was all she had.
Yo, you a hater, son.
How am I?
You a hater, son.
So I love how I don't like something, then I'm automatically a
Yes,
hater.
yes.
That doesn't make sense.
Like I said before...
There's something against redheads.
Oh.
So you don't like
Oh, I
Sami
like
Zayn.
Sami.
You don't like Sami
You like
Zayn.
Sami?
I don't like Sammy because he injured his fucking self, and I think that shit is beyond. Like, I can't get over
Let
that.
me ask you a question. I have a bad shoulder, and the same thing does happen to me. That's from football. And sometimes I do this too strongly,
Well,
it comes out the
that's- well, you
socket.
better figure that out then.
And
Like,
I went
what?
to the doctor, so don't say that how that you just injured yourself. You just probably have a bad shoulder like me.
No. He like blew out like his whole entrance. He then blew out his own arm. Like
Exactly.
He did that.
Yo, I remember one time I was
So
playing ball.
accountability is
No.
everything.
But one time I was playing ball, I tried to get a rebound.
How did
then
it become about you?
no, let me finish. I hyperextended my
Are you okay now?
Of course I am, but
Alright, so move on.
but every once in a while it comes out the socket.
All right, so we put it back in. Boom. That's
Like I
it.
said before, don't hate on a man.
I have my own opinion.
Like I said
and that's
before,
that.
my thing is this: can Becky Lynch, drop the accent and talk in English? Not take English, but drop the accent and sound like Kim Possible. Well,
No.
So
You don't know that.
Unless she takes classes.
Hugh Jackman does it all the time.
yo, I didn't know
Oh.
that. I didn't know that.
Batman. What's his
Yeah,
name?
Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Didn't know that, son.
Oh, Jax from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, a lot of people can drop their accent.
But
But that takes. I feel like that's like pride.
but I'm thinking now how that can she do that?
she might be able to. You don't know.
Are you watching Kim Possible?
Absolutely not. I really don't give a fuck about this shit.
So there's no point in us even talking. Like I said before.
No, it was a
Would you see it
point.
though?
Becky Lynch.
Would you see it though?
No,
I-
there's a point, but you
I'm
asked me my opinion on this debate opinionated
absolutely
show,
on that.
and I'm saying, my nigga, I ain't watching Kim
All right,
Possible.
You and mine, so it's cool.
All
Next
right.
thing.
There's the Rockets out in this. Who cares?
Dang, son.
Oh my God! Side note. So I finally saw Jumanji, and It was okay.
You're a hater.
No, I'm not. It
Nah,
was
dude.
okay.
I'm not listening to y'all because like y'all both think that Central Intelligence was a good movie, so I'm never listening.
No, Central Intelligence was trash.
I liked it.
Central Intelligence was trash.
Yeah. When it comes to you,
But this new movie called The Skyscraper with The Rock in it. Fire!
I ain't gonna front. That's fire, B.
Fire!
That's fire, son.
Fire!
I
Fire!
ain't gonna front. It's fire, son.
Alright.
Because it's The Rock being an action star.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like he doesn't do that all the time.
Nah, Central Intelligence uses whack. Like he tried
There's
too
so
hard.
many other movies too. Just saying.
Next subject,
Next
please.
and last subject. So, do you guys wear like fitteds and caps and?
Yeah.
hats and all-
Well, like I can't wear snapback because it doesn't fit my head.
I mean, is it size or?
No, it's size. Like it says one size fit all. No, certain sizes because I wear size 8 in fitteds. Imagine me putting a
Damn, you are
snapback.
7.
Like,
You have a
boy, your head is not that much smaller than mine.
No, what size do you wear?
like a 7.5, 7 and 3.
That's okay. That's round that shit up. That's a.
But that's an 8 though. But he has a solid 8.
Boy.
Like a solid 8
No,
though.
your head's not that much smaller.
But so you wear a solid 8 though,
But if
B.
you round up 8.
No, I'm not. We're not rounding up. But go ahead.
Anyway,
Yeah.
So Lids and WWE have officially partnered with each other. So now you can go to your nearest store at Lids and actually get like different logos, different wrestlers on your hats. So would you guys buy it? Do you think this is a smart move on WWE? Because there are other like NBA does it, NFL, like all the major sports does it. So for WWE to now get involved with this, what are your thoughts, Mr. Black?
I ain't 10. So, I ain't 10.
What does that
What?
do anything?
I just feel like how that, I ain't 10. I'm not going to wear it.
So you telling me you wouldn't get a hat that go with your outfit to go to like WrestleMania?
Maybe.
Okay.
But I won't like if it comes out, oh, I got to get me an Undertaker hat, da 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 da. Maybe. Like if I'm in a store and I'm going to a wrestling event, maybe I'll get it.
That's the point.
But it won't be something like how that I got the
Well, no,
Undertaker
it's
hat.
gonna be
I gotta get the
custom.
Usos. But it depends. If they have the Usos hat that say day one on
But
it,
that's what I'm
copping
saying.
that. But again, it gotta be fitted. When I snap back, if it's a snapback, I'll be upset.
All right. Sir Wilkins, what are your thoughts on this? I think it's a great partnership.
No. Hold on. Don't. Side by before the team. Don't get me wrong. It's a great
I didn't
partnership.
say you think it wasn't.
Like across the board, it's great. It's always great to market yourself throughout different brands, so it's great. But I personally won't run out and get it.
That's a lie. You just sat here and was like, yo, if the Usos come out with some one day,
You have to
shit,
understand.
you're gonna get
Again, if it's not a fitted, it's a size 8. I'm not getting it. If it's a snapback, probably might get it for you. Like, do you wear it though?
No.
it. No.
Alright then.
But that's not his style. So that's
Yo, cousin
what
Leo,
it
do you wear it?
You ain't wearing no hat.
Man, you ain't wearing it, so there's no.
So-
Sir Wilkins, what are your thoughts on this partnership?
It just shows you how much of a hoe WWE is. WWE some whole ass.
Money.
WWE some hoes though.
No, they're smart.
No. They wear Puma. They wear Reebok. They would fucking.
Like they did Adidas.
They did Adidas.
See the deals on one point?
They would fucking some random cupcake company. They probably would fucking. I made that up,
Oh,
but they with everybody. They all over the. They all over the place, son. Is it cool? Cool. Is it that direction they're trying to go? If it's a sports brand where they have a logo on a hat, I see it.
So yeah. So
But they
it's
still some
names-
whole niggas.
It's names, logos, and autographs
Yeah.
on hats.
Yeah, so that makes sense because they're trying to be a legit sports brand. That's why they started the partnership with ESPN. Like ESPN was shit on them first. They had
They thought they were like the Family Dollar value of like sports.
yeah, and then like they had a meeting with Coachman, and Coachman was the one they got into ESPN. So this makes perfect sense, but they still some whole niggas though.
I mean, I think it's an amazing thing because think about it. When I'm in, if I've gone into Liz, I've seen parents buy for kids. So it's definitely more going towards the kids, the PG-13 era, all that stuff.
They still hoes though.
I mean, they're a good hoe.
They making money. They're making money for the Big Daddy pimp, Vince McMahon.
Well, on to our next segment. We're going to recap this week on SmackDown. I'm going to start with Sir Wilkins first with Raw. Just give me some points. What did you think? Highs, lows? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it indifferent? What are your thoughts on Raw this week?
Raw was good. Nia won.
She demolished a 17-year-old.
No, why are you hating?
I'm not.
Why are you hating?
I am here to state the
No,
fact.
Nia won. My boo cakes won. Holla at.
Howard like slammed a 17
But
indie
you're not gonna say
wrestler.
nothing when Scott Hall demolished Jeff Hardy, right? When he was 16.
I would have said that too if I was knowledgeable
Listen,
of all that.
listen.
Sorry.
Her parents signed a consent
Which I
form,
agree, because that was the whole ish that everybody was like, how can she do it 17-year-old? Like, she wrestled.
She's a
She
champion
is
for
solid.
whatever brand whatever indie brand she's their women's champion. Listen, they got the waiver. Come get these hands.
Right. I'm just saying. I'm just stating facts for those that
You
watch.
know her something?
Maybe.
Oh,
So,
for real? Do you really know?
No.
I'm about to say like, oh, for her?
looking solid. Elimination Chamber looking solid. Elimination looking real solid. Excuse me, I'm talking.
I'm not trying to go to
No,
jail.
but like he almost caught a case on the low over here, so I had to.
Hey.
Listen, Elimination was solid. The lead up to Elimination Chamber looking solid.
Okay.
Solid. I love what they're doing.
2 weeks left before Chamber.
Yeah, Kurt Angle's talking his shit, looking real good. I love it. I'm enjoying this lead up. It's making me interested.
Mm-hmm.
We obviously know Reigns is gonna win.
Do we though?
Do we though?
No, I'm just saying. I was talking to our good friend and viewer Larry Morgan about this, and we feel like
Damn it, Larry!
we
We should put on a shirt.
We should. Oh shit! Because Josh is making shirts to say "Who cares?" So Larry actually should make a shirt. He knows a guy. But me and Larry were talking about how what if Vince like threw everyone for the ultimate loop and didn't have Roman win.
Nah.
Then if that was the case, who would you guys want to win? If it wasn't Roman, if Roman was totally out of the equation, okay, does it make sense for him to be in the match and have an IC title?
Did it make sense for Seth Rollins to be U.S. champion, WWE champion?
No, but he ended up dropping one of them.
Doesn't matter.
It's the Miz.
Yeah.
So both of you would say you would want Miz to win Elimination Chamber
Miz is like the face of the
to go
company.
against Brock Lesnar.
No, he'll get his ass handed to him.
Yeah.
But in playing that heel, great promo work from Paul.
Well, him and Paul.
Paul, like the
Out of
Miz
this world.
TV, like you can do so much stuff with that.
Yeah.
Like have some like him tossing like chairs at the Miz, like the Miz getting him jump backstage, like if Brock Lesnar decides to fucking show up. Shout out to Alexa Bliss for cutting that promo.
She cut the ultimate like long order episode because she brought real life issues to the forefront.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what, Alexa? This is why Nia fucks with you, cause you good, you loyal.
Which is crazy because if you watch Total Divas, she's the complete opposite. Like it is like day and night with her. It's super interesting though, and that's a part of the reason why I do like Total Divas is that it shows a different side.
Because that's who she really is, but that Alexa Bliss is who she wants to be.
Right.
Bars, baby.
Bars,
Bars.
B. Bars.
Wow.
Bars.
Okay.
We talking. We inspirational.
All right. What do you got? So, Mr. Like, what are your thoughts on? So next week's Raw is gonna be like a second chance.
But hold on. Before you get there, Elias winning?
Was dope as fuck. Dope
Oh,
as
yeah.
fuck.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Fire.
That was good. That was good.
Yoga Flame.
Yoga Flames.
So with Elias,
T-shirt coming soon.
Really? Oh, that's kind of propaganda.
No.
Okay,
You want
okay.
T-shirt too?
No, I'm okay. I'll let y'all rock that.
Okay. More for us, baby.
It's fine.
More for you, cousin Leo.
Wow. But what Elias winning means he gets to enter the chamber last. So he'll be the most like ready to go person in the chamber. So I think it's very interesting.
Elias getting his push.
Cause when I tell you that heat that he gets such a big pop, it's retarded.
Do you think that low key because you look like Macho Man and Damian Sandow mixed together more like Macho Man?
He's hot though, so yeah.
I don't know about
Oh yeah, but when y'all talk about bitches, it's like oh my god. When I talk about
Cover your ears then.
and his hair and his looks, it's like oh.
Then cover your ears then.
Yeah, real talk. This cover is.
Yeah.
All right, then. So
Grown.
relax.
Y'all be grown too.
Yo, sidebar.
Don't make me pull an Alexa Bliss promo on y'all because it's not today.
Sidebar. You put something.
Sidebar.
You put that Liv Morgan and Charlotte wrestling on Raw, and that's just like threw me off for the loop real quick.
Oh. Surprise! Like showing your toes.
Nevertheless, though, I think Raw was solid, real solid. I have really no real complaints, and it was good. Overall, it's good. And even the Miz versus Apollo Crews match was pretty good though. You know?
This was amazing.
Yeah, I thought Cruz was gonna like. There was some moments you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, it was a good match. Overall, it was a good match though, but I don't see nothing wrong with it. So
It's a good lead up to Elimination Chamber.
yeah. I mean, like again,
Solid, especially because everyone complains about Brock on TV every week,
Yeah.
so it's actually
it's pretty good,
decent.
solid. You know, I give Raw a 3.5. What do you give?
Okay.
About 3.5 as well.
Okay, so Raw was definitely a good episode this week. So once again, to the next week, where the last person in the chamber will be announced. So on to SmackDown. I'll start with Sir Wilkins. No, I started with you last, so I'm gonna start with you. Mr. Black, your turn. What were your thoughts on SmackDown this week?
It was actually SmackDown it definitely lived up to the hype that I had for her. Like the only match I really had a problem with, I realized that she's really not ready for the main roster, was Liv Morgan. Like she's just so stiff and unbelievable in the ring. Like she's not believable at all. So that was my problem with the match.
But that was the mixed match challenge?
No.
That was her and Charlotte.
Yeah. And you got it twice on it too. SmackDown introduced the top 10 list. That was good. The Rusev versus Bobby Roode match. That was good. The fact that Randy Orton came at the end and RKO Bobby Roode, both of them, that was great. Shelton, I said to say the match of the night that surprised me, it was Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable versus Ascension. That was actually a very, very good match. It reminded me why Ascension was so good in NXT. The main event, obviously, that was a bomb.com main event. I feel like Sami Zayn is finally coming onto his own. Like he doesn't seem so cartoonish.
Sounds
is the
good.
fact that, again, rule number 2, no bashing Sami Zayn while I'm here. So,
I do know one.
again, you don't see me bashing all the people that you like.
Are you guys done?
That's his problem.
Are you guys done?
Overall, SmackDown was good. Same rating as I gave Raw.
I gave SmackDown a 4 because I really enjoyed SmackDown a lot.
You typically don't enjoy SmackDown.
Yeah, you don't.
That's
You don't.
interesting.
The biggest thing I like about SmackDown is Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, what they're doing together. It's so.
I kind of feel like it's just a copy more of like, at first, it was kind of a copy and paste of him and Jericho.
No, it's
Well,
not.
let me finish.
It's not. Hold on. You don't need to finish. You said your points already.
No,
You
I was going to say this.
No.
It's like a copy and paste. In the beginning, it was a copy and paste of him and Jericho. But then how the story evolved along the line, it was good.
It was never a copy and paste.
Come on,
It was
B.
never a copy.
Oh, like how that we're best friends, this, that,
No,
and
because
that.
they really are best friends, and the chemistry was a whole lot different.
If we were gonna compare, it would definitely be more of when Shawn and Triple H started DX.
Yeah, it's a whole different atmosphere. It's a whole different ball game. You have to understand of what that chemistry is amazing, and also the chemistry I'm loving is Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon.
When Daniel Bryan gets back in the ring, and I said,
Because I low key think Daniel Bryan doesn't like Shane, and because of his dad.
Yeah, me too.
Like, there's some underlining, like, nigga, I don't like you. I can't fucks with you because of your dad.
I think so too.
nah, I don't know that.
But it's some underlying hate somewhere, but I'm loving them together. And this is why SmackDown has been so good is because the chemistry.
Yeah.
They're finding guys to work together. And I'm giving it a 4. Because the matches on SmackDown this past week, was great.
It was.
Every match was good. Liv Morgan was guard, but you have Charlotte Flair, the queen.
That spear,
Well,
like, I ain't got a front though. I think her spear is more devastating than Edge, because Edge's spear is kind of crappy.
No, you're bugging.
Too far.
You're bugging. You're bugging.
taking it too far.
I'm not even going to the whole topic of Edge spear because I don't know. But nevertheless, though, how you feel about the Usos promo?
Like I told you before,
They did
SmackDown
every
was
week.
phenomenal. SmackDown was good over from head to toe.
That's it.
It was a good 2-hour show.
It was. That's it.
Well,
All right,
actually,
so it was a good 2-hour show, but we're gonna go to want to talk about rivalries right now?
yes.
We could do that.
So this week, what is your dream match that has never happened?
My dream has never happened.
Yeah.
AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon. Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking.
I would be like,
AJ Styles versus Shawn Michaels. Cage match.
why in a cage?
I just feel it feels good because I can see AJ jump off the top of the
What
cage.
kind of cage though? There's so many different types.
The original cage.
I mean, you
The
can
blue
take
one?
that cell, you could.
Or the black one?
We're not doing the blue one. What are we, 1976, nigga?
Nah, but that black one was popping though.
Wait, is the black one the one Austin got threw out of?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're doing that one.
The black one?
Yes,
The actual steel cage.
like an actual cage, not a freaking like
My man
Legos.
took it back to Raw 1994.
Boy,
blue
this
steel
guy,
cage.
son. This guy.
That was hilarious though. It was a valid question.
It's not a valid question at all.
It was.
Boy, if you play W2K18, you can pick the different cages.
I'm not picking the fucking different cages because it's not fucking up to date.
Nah, B.
Well,
Nah, B.
Hey,
Nah.
it's his dream. That's it. We're gonna move on. First of all, what is your dream match of the week? What's your rival?
Chad Gable versus Owen Hart in a Lions Den match.
Why Lions Den?
I don't know, cause like personally, remember we used to watch. Remember watching on Sunday Night Heat, Ken Shamrock versus
Steve Blackman.
No.
Yeah.
No, Steve Blackman was the ref. It was no. Who was the ref?
Steve Blackman.
No, it wasn't Steve Blackman.
Someone was the ref. And after Owen Hart, they fought in the Lions Den match. It was on Sunday Night Heat. Remember that?
It was on Sunday Night Heat.
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah, because Sunday Night Heat used to be popping, son.
Facts. Yo, you remember the halftime show in the Enter Arena match?
WWE is fucking with me because like put Saturday Night Heat on, put Shotgun Saturday Night on. Like there's so many other like good shows that are in the past that they just do not put on network.
But I just but like
So the network is trash. Call me,
No,
B.
it's not.
Let me work on this network, B. Come on, son.
Get your manager out of work.
I felt that at one point, WWE Superstars was actually good because it was Shane McMahon versus Randy Orton. That was a very good match. They just have quality matches on WWE Superstar. I used to personally enjoy that. But nevertheless, though, reason why I put in Lions Den match because I haven't seen that match in years, and I'm damn.
You're very selfish.
What?
A lot of stuff is just about you.
Yes, it's my dream. Just like how you got mad at me because I said which cage.
No, I'm just saying, you're very selfish. Throughout this podcast, you've been very selfish with what you've been talking about.
A lot of I statements.
It's a lot of I statements.
Because I want to see them in the Lions Den match.
No, you want to.
But you don't want to see Brock in the modern day Lions Den match
No.
versus Bobby Lashley.
No.
You're corny, son.
What?
You're whack,
Why the
son.
fuck would I put Brock Lesnar in a Lions Den that he could just easily walk out of? Like he could go right through the steel.
Because it's a fantasy. Haters, son. Haters.
Because it's a fantasy?
I'm a hater because I'm not living your fantasy.
You're a hater, son. You're a hater, son. Y'all both some real niggas at right now, right? Y'all both hating on me right now.
How are we hating on you?
I don't.
Haters.
I don't understand.
No.
Hate.
No, we're not.
Hate.
Oh,
My
we're not.
match of the week would be Honky Tonk Man
Did you do this already?
versus.
Yeah,
No, I
you did.
didn't.
Yes, you did.
Why?
I'm more sure you did this
What I'm gonna need
before.
y'all to do, y'all are level 10. I need y'all to come down to like a 3. So relax.
Yo, did she do this before?
She did this before.
And if I did it, then let me fit.
No, it was Honky Tonk versus Elias. She just.
I never
put
said
Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett.
I'm agreeing with you.
No,
I'm on
because y'all
your
both
side.
interrupted me. Y'all both rude as fuck. So no. So
Okay.
my match this week was Honky Tonk Man versus Jeff Jarrett versus
You're just getting
Elias.
lazy with this.
Relax.
Last
And a
Triple
guitar
H
on
versus
the
Bobby
full
Roode. No, 2 weeks ago. Triple H versus Bobby Roode. Come on, Jen. I was lazy. Shut up. Leave me
But it's
alone.
mine. Just like you wanted, what's your fantasy? You want Brock and fucking Bobby Lashley?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
keep living in that
Black
fantasy.
excellence.
Yeah, keep. So now we're going Brock Lesnar Black?
No. Bobby Lashley is black excellence.
Okay. But what I need you to do is not shut on my fantasy. Thank you. All right.
This just sounds really dirty. This whole combo.
Why did you
This
take
sounds
it?
hella
You
dirty,
took it
son.
left.
That's not dirty.
Y'all niggas is just nasty. Like, I didn't even, not even
I
thinking
mean-
about that.
We're not gonna get into that.
We already there.
No, that just it came out natural. I agree with you. Huh, I agree with you.
No, shake your hand.
Wow. You're a hater.
Wow.
Why are you yelling?
Wow, yeah.
Can
You
we
yell.
get to the next segment?
Time.
You
Can we get to the next segment?
Absolutely. It's my favorite part. It is our word association. So once again, it is 30 seconds. I'm going to ask each of these gentlemen here, just random wrestling terms, words, things that come to my mind. Actually this week, Leo, come here. Our cameraman Leo.
Cousin Leo.
Leo.
Come, because it's our 5th episode. Come. I'm going to let you do half of it. So I'm going to put 30 seconds on the clock. You give Sir Wilkins wrestling terms, words, names,
Mic him up.
and he's going to. Okay, you can
Think about it.
No, it's you don't think. Well, just say it the first thing that comes to your mind. So hold on.
I got to think of a wrestling term.
Terms, wrestlers.
Come on,
Actually,
Leo.
go wrestlers, because terms you may fuck up. Alright, so. And you're gonna give it to Sir Wilkins, and we're gonna put 30 seconds on the clock. Okay. Okay. Okay, go.
Matt Gowan.
What?
Zach Gowan.
Zach Gallen? Trash.
Food.
Hungry.
Alright, and that was our word association. Thank you to our cameraman, Cousin Leo,
Cousin Leo.
coming out and doing it for us this episode. So it is our final segment, which is You Just Made the List. So once again, every week we're going to list someone. We're gonna have a long list by the time we hit episode 100, but a list of things that like people are the worst of, the best of, whatever you putting on your list this week. So I start with Mr. Black. Who goes on the list this week?
MTA. Like, how dare you try to raise the fare up to $3?
Where did you say that at?
Where'd you see that at?
Yeah. They was told to raise the fare back up to raising the fare to $3.
Where that at?
I don't-
Especially y'all about to close this L line, you ain't raising
Oh
shit.
man, come on.
I tell you that right
I told you to
now.
move to Jersey. I told y'all to move to Jersey City, B. Shit is convenient. It got nice places. It popping right now.
I'll be out 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. That pass shit is a joke.
No, it runs great.
It runs great.
It does not.
Yes, it does.
It
I don't know
does
about
not.
you.
I don't know about you, because what time you got my house on Sunday? Like 1 a.m., right? And how much you got home? Like in 30 minutes, B. 30 minutes. Because Jersey City is the shit.
Absolutely not. I went to Newark. Yo,
Keep
first of all, I
what?
sat
That's because you in Newark. Who go to Newark?
further than Journal Square.
Yeah, so you come to Journal Square.
That's it.
You fucks with Journal Square.
Look.
Fuck with the Habibis.
I
And the other.
went to a hookah spot in Newark, which is right by the train.
Who goes to Newark for a hookah spot? There's plenty in the Bronx.
There's plenty all over the place, but there was a certain reason why Janelle went to Newark.
Because you had a date, so let's just say you had a date.
Yeah, just say it.
I went out with a friend. Thank you very much.
You had a date.
But I was in Newark, and it took me like an hour and a half to get from Newark.
That's your
on the
fault.
path.
Because you went to Newark.
Well, path ain't that way. It ain't all that. But you put MTA on the list. Okay, great. Sir Wilkins, who are you putting? Oh, did you finish? Are you good?
Yeah, MTF raising the try to raise the fare to $3.
Alright, that shit blows.
So we're gonna talk about these bums on the train. No, I'm talking about legit homeless guys on the train.
Okay.
Like, I get it, you homeless. I understand this. I understand it's rough out here.
Okay.
Jesus hard.
But I know y'all making bread by panhandling, son. Every car, I know you're making $5 per car. You're working about an hour, you're making at least $30 an hour, B. So you can buy some soap and water. I get on the train, and I looking empty. Train looking real empty. I get on there, I was like, oh shit, there's seats. Rush hour? Oh, nigga about to sit down. I sat down.
you know?
Wait. I sat down. I was like, oh, more comfortable. I'm listening to my favorite podcast, Brilliant Idiots. I'm listening to that shit. You know, I'm listening to. I'm like, yo, I'm getting in the mood right now. Oh yeah. I go. And then, you know, I'm in my zone. So I turned to my right. I see everybody on the end of the car. It's like 100 people just crammed up at the end of the car. And I turn around. 2 homeless motherfuckers sleeping. And one had the nerve to yawn. How you stick and you yawning?
That's talent.
That's disrespectful, son. Nigga, you stick and you yawning? That is blatantly disrespectful. That is disrespectful, son. He had the whole cart stinking, son. So I had to run out to the other car. I was like, I can't smell like this. So that homeless dude, 2 of the homeless guys, they made the list.
Okay. Who's on your list? Larry.
No, Larry's cool. Larry's cool this week. We had a Super Bowl party at Love Story.
How was that?
It was cool. Cool. This week.
You gonna promote your little trivia night coming up soon? We don't got a date, but we got WWE Trivia Night.
We're gonna do something
Presented by the Jobbers TearsPodcast, hosted by Janelle from HR.
Don't forget a second surprise for them. Lip sync battle.
Woo!
Style, baby.
We doing events, B. We doing events. But who made your list?
Catch us there.
Love Story Bar. Shout out to Love Story Bar.
Actually, one of my favorite bars in the city. I don't really have anybody this week. Like, I've been all over the place. So, like, really.
And push on the shelf. Just put Larry on the list.
No, I'm not gonna put Larry because Larry's my guy. You know what? There's this bakery in Richfield Park.
Where?
Richfield Park in New Jersey.
You going deep. You can bring about the pack trip?
Well, I gotta go to these places now.
Yo, you been going to like the Boondocks, complain about the pack trip?
Well, Richfield, actually, the bakery was dead ass around the corner from the spot where the wrestling show is in Richfield Park.
Yeah, it's not far.
It's not that far.
It's far, but it's far.
30 minutes.
Like,
It's
if
just,
I can't get on the
it's just
path
going
train,
east.
if I can't get on the path train to get there, I'm not going there.
Oh, that's silly.
No,
How's that silly?
Because,
it's not convenience.
so that's what it is. It's not convenient. Doesn't mean it's far. It's just not convenient.
No, it's far.
It's far. It's
Far
not
means
convenient.
it's
Anyway, this bakery, there's no point of having fucking appointments because these asses made us wait. We waited at least 30 to 40 minutes to do this damn cake tasting. So most of you don't know, my college roommate's getting married next month. Shout outs to Susan. And I went with her to cake tasting. And her appointment was at 12:45. I got to caucus at 12:15 on time. We got to the bakery at 12:45 on the dot. We waited like 30, 40 minutes because they were backed up. But they didn't let us know or inform us of anything. They just like, sit and wait. And then we're sitting there like, the fuck? What was the point of having an appointment?
It's garbage.
So, I mean, really good cakes though. We did pick a cake. Awesome. We picked 2 flavors.
I don't eat
Red
cakes.
velvet and dulce de leche. It was really good.
What? Dolce la leche?
Yeah,
It's the Spanish. It's that Spanish stuff.
relax.
Tastes mad good though.
It does though.
Made from milk and shit. It tastes real delicious.
Has
Is
a
it
hint
sweet?
of caramel.
It's a sweet little
No.
Well,
carrot.
this one wasn't
It
sweet.
wasn't sweet.
No, it was just right.
How was like
The texture?
Yeah, the texture. Was it fluffy?
Yeah, like the cake, like the pot, like.
Why are you asking these questions? Are you Jordan Ramsay, B? Like, how's the texture on the cake?
Boy, I used to be like 300 pounds. I'm like, yo, I'm a fat dude without heart still. Yo, like, how's the texture? Was the texture good? Like, how's the frosting? Was it sweet?
Are we still going on this right now? Are you still continuing this?
Yes. I'd like to know, because maybe
I don't want to know about the texture of the freaking cake.
Well, just because you don't know.
Exactly, like I said before.
Anyway, I'll answer your question quickly. It was fine. It's a regular ass cake. It just has some flavors in it. It's cool. But the bakery is going on the list because we waited so fucking long. And that's the only thing I can think of this week.
Why you making that face?
Because you talk about the texture of a goddamn cake on a wrestling podcast, son.
Well, that was because I put the bakery on the list. Don't do it.
We
like
talked
that.
about This Is Us.
It was
Oh my God.
fire, B.
wait, wait.
No, hold on. Time out. You know who made the list? You know who made the list? That daughter. That daughter.
That fucking dog. You made it. No, fuck that.
that dog got
That dog
excited.
would've been burnt. It would've
No,
been
no,
fucking
I'm not mad at the dog.
It's
The
the
dog
daughter.
can't help it. It's the daughter. No.
Wait. Did you see the episode that just came on Tuesday?
Yes, I saw that episode. I didn't get to finish watching it. Don't talk about it yet. I fell asleep last night on Dawn's left titty, so don't talk about it.
Why you gotta put on the camera, God?
Wow.
Because I rest on her left titty when I go to sleep at night.
That is not my information. But okay, what part did you get up to?
I didn't get up to much. I fell asleep on her left titty.
Wait, did you see
We
them in the car?
I legit turned it on. Dawn kind of fell asleep, so I was like, oh, this is my chance to fall asleep too. So I fell asleep on Dawn's left titty.
So you took the L and was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna fall
Yeah,
asleep.
but that Super Bowl episode, I'm mad at that daughter because she's crying.
I'm tired.
No, she's crying. She's like, "Ooh, get the dog. And I was like, yo, time out.
So technically she didn't say she was calling the dog out. She never said, Dad, go get the dog.
But you have to understand, teenage Kate is annoying.
Hell of
First of
annoying.
all, teenage Kate is annoying, adult
Whoa,
Kate is
whoa,
annoying
whoa,
because she
whoa.
doesn't appreciate Toby.
She
So
doesn't
fuck
appreciate
her.
my son Toby now.
No, she don't.
She got him a dog. She got him a dog
She
though.
got him a dog after the fact.
No, she is ungrateful.
She's mad.
And she eating fried chicken behind his back.
She lied.
She a liar.
She felt bad about it after the fact. So then
Fuck, I be tight for Toby, son.
But she still got him the dog though.
what?
I don't care.
I'll continue to change the bathroom.
Toby's a good man. He's soft.
I'm not gonna comment on
Not my
that.
girl, not me. I'm good.
I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna comment on that because that's obviously a woman.
But like, no, fuck that dog and still fuck Miguel. Nah. Fuck
Oh, Miguel's a dirty man, son.
He is.
Miguel is a dirty man, son.
You in our inbox? hey. I was like, oh, Miguel's
No.
dirty, son.
Oh, that was the second episode? That was Tuesday episode?
No,
No,
a
no,
minute
it
ago.
was like 2 episodes.
Yeah, a while ago when
Like,
she was on
because
Facebook.
what they've been doing now is they're showing like clips of like past and present,
Yeah,
like,
mixed.
and in future, like they've been fucking everybody
Yeah.
up in the game. So they showed like he legit like slid in the DM, like what's
Yeah,
up?
son. You didn't know that?
I know.
That nigga is grimy. And then you know when they went to the fucking mall, when they went for the prom thing, and he was like, and he was in the mall, and he was all sad.
Yeah.
I was
And
like,
then,
who the fuck are you?
and then he ruined that whole dad and son moment.
Like, oh, let
Yeah,
us
Dad.
all,
Yeah,
Dad, let
Kevin.
him be sad if
Yeah.
you want to be
What?
sad.
No, B. I want my kids to be happy.
Exactly.
I don't fuck with Miguel, son. I don't fuck with Miguel. I don't fuck with Miguel. Miguel from This Is Us, we ain't fucking with you on the Jobbers TearsPodcast.
Like,
Trash.
You are basuda, like for real, for real.
Trash.
What does that mean about Suro?
Basuda is garbage in Spanish.
Ooh, that's nice. Imagine saying to the girl, so basuro. Oh my God.
No, if a girl
It sounds sexy
it
though.
don't.
It do sound
trash.
sexy. It do sound sexy. Hey, baby, you so basudo. Ooh, so chick from the hood, son.
No, some chick from the hood would slap the fuck out of
No, she don't know she don't Spanish.
She do. If she from the hood, she do know Spanish.
They all know the curse
No.
words.
And basuda is almost, it's the PG version of shit.
When do you ever hear people say that when they're cursing someone out, they're not Spanish, they say basuro?
You be surprised.
All right, so let's wrap this up. I gotta go
Like
home.
you said, Miguel is basuro.
Basuda.
Basura. That's how you say it?
Yeah. Nice, right?
Of course.
Is that why y'all want girls to always like they speak a language, you want them to speak to you in a different language?
Nah, cause Dawn knows German. That shit ain't sexy.
That shit is hard.
It's hard.
That shit's mad
That shit is
angry.
hard. That's like Nazi shit. That's like hard.
All right, we're not gonna get into the Nazis.
I didn't.
You know?
I mean, I said it really. First of all,
You have a mic on you.
Exactly.
You have a mic on you. I think you can't whisper
I
that.
whispered it.
You can't whisper. You have a mic on
She
you.
didn't even do this. The
No, but
Nazis.
No, forget it. Forget it. Let's wrap this up. I have to go
I
home.
like mouthed.
You have to catch a train, son.
Yeah.
I gotta catch a train, a flight in the morning. Jesus, my life is in shambles. All right, are you ready? Oh, we've been recording.
I've been recording. I thought you knew. You see me put the bag back in?
Absolutely not, but it's okay. All right, so we're going to end our episode 5. That was great though. Like keep that shit because that was raw and uncut. So I like it.
Yeah, keep it, boy.
All right, so once again, thank you guys for joining us this week. Once again, Elimination Chamber is going to be in about 2 weeks. We're going to have our viewing party at Legends Bar on February the 25th. Once again, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook at Jobbers TearsPodcast. Once again, I am Janelle from HR. Once again, always with the pleasure of Sir Wilkins and Mr. Black. Hashtag Black Excellence, and we're out.
That's it.